our front door.
Need a helping hand? Right now politicians are falling over themselves to offer one.
What do you think we're going to feel when you walk through the door the first time?
I might cry.
David Cameron met James and Emily, a couple who bought their new build house under phase 1 of the Help to Buy scheme.
Were you both born and brought up here?
The Prime Minister is convinced expanding the programme, which offers a government guarantee to boost the chance of a mortgage for people without a whopping deposit, is just the ticket if you're struggling to get on the housing ladder.
Today, the average family can't afford the average house. And that's not a problem actually of the housing market, it's a problem in our banks and our mortgage market. Now, as Prime Minister, I'm not going to stand back while people's aspirations to get on the housing ladder, to own their own flat, to own their own home, are being trashed. That's why we need to act. And that's why it's good news that we're bringing forward the Help to Buy scheme. And I can tell you today that NatWest, RBS, Halifax are all going to be putting forward these products.
Solid.
Solid? Well, let's hope so. The Prime Minister is staking his personal authority on Help to Buy, just as there is increasing pressure on the policy, with fears it might stoke an unsustainable bubble in house prices which are soaring in London and parts of the South East. Experts agree with the Prime Minister that the situation away from the capital is miles from overheating, but stress the potential dangers of the scheme should not be ignored.
I think the big problem is if supply doesn't keep pace with demand. There's been a lot of interest, particularly in London, in areas where the market was already quite active, and it's had probably minimal effect outside London. As a result, there's been a lot of concern that the Help to Buy scheme could get out of hand.
Outside the conference cordon, it's the cuts being administered by the government that people are protesting very vociferously about. But in such straitened times, it's not cuts, but what limited giveaways might be on the cards that all three political parties are concentrating on. The Lib Dems, they had free school meals, Labour, childcare and energy prices, and the Conservatives, yes, housing, but also a tax giveaway for some married couples. Some took their anger at what they view as warm words and window dressing to more extreme lengths. What the Conservatives would not have expected, though, was for the voice of protest to be heard inside the conference hall.
Gentlemen, 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 would you like to sit down? Would you like to sit down? I'll come and talk to you happily later on. Let me complete my speech.
Veterans of the Royal Regiment of Fusiliers reacting to defence cuts took their feelings out on the Defence Secretary, though he soon got back on track.
24 hours a day, around the clock, beneath the ocean.
These are and will remain contentious issues. David Cameron's desire is to cut through the voices of recrimination and show he understands the nature of the squeeze and understands it better than his opponents. Joey Jones, Sky News at the Conservative Party Conference in Manchester.